Well, howdy, partners. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for a rootin', tootin' good time? Now, these were the words that introduced a trick roper I saw a few weeks back. Now, what in the world is a trick roper? That was my initial question. The best explanation I have is a combination of entertainment, amazement, and the Wild West. What I found out later is, for those who might be familiar with Will Rogers, who I guess maybe one or two of you are, he was the dawn of this type of entertainment years ago. Now, in witnessing it, it was a cowboy who I was completely awed by. He did this thing which is called a Texas skip, where he lassoed the lasso around and he skipped from one side to the other as the lasso went around. The other one, I don't know the name of it. I'm not up to date on my trick roping vocabulary. However, he took a variety of people, put them in the center, had a 60-foot lasso, and was lassoing them, each of them, all at one time. Now, watching him do these amazing feats was truly spectacular. And whether you have seen a trick roper or maybe a magician, a knife juggler, fire eaters, or even a stuntman like Evel Knievel, these performers can make the impossible seem possible. Yet what seems like a miraculous accomplishment and something a little bit uncomprehendable is nothing more than a display of hard work. See, each of these performers spend countless amount of hours perfecting their craft, their show, their routines, in order for us to be dazzled. Thus, instead of witnessing the extraordinary, we are simply catching a glimpse of what's possible when we work hard at something. Now, Malcolm Gladwell, an author, highlights this idea in his best-selling book, Outliers. He explains that it takes roughly 10,000 hours of practice to be a master in a specific field. This is showcased by a study of violinist practice habits at various age levels: childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. The key question asked by researchers to the students was, over the course of your entire career, ever since you first picked up the violin, how many hours have you practiced? Beginning at age 5 years old, everyone had similar practice times. Yet at age 8, the practice times changed dramatically. By age 20, the top violinist logged more than 10,000 practice hours, while the less talented performers had only 4,000 practice hours. There was no such thing, they found, as someone naturally gifted. One either practiced 10,000 hours and was excellent, or did not work at the violin and was average. The study showed that practice and achievement are related, which means to accomplish any goal, work, which I know is hard to hear, is necessary. Now, this week we read from the Torah portion Korach, which opens with Korach and others, actually 250 others, scheming against Moses and Aaron's leadership, saying, "You have gone too far. All of us are holy, and God is within each of our midst." The situation intensifies, and God and Korach come to, I should say, Moses and Korach come to a priestly battle of fire pans. Moses wins, and Korach and the other rebels face the ultimate end. Now, the portion, for myself, is one of the more troubling passages, especially in a modern context, because the modern conception of God is in some capacity exactly what Korach stated. Each of us are holy in our own way, and God resides in each of us through our actions, decisions, and relationships. Yet Korach gets punished. So how can we reconcile this passage? Well, instead of taking the necessary steps to work with Moses and Aaron to solve maybe some of the leadership questions, Korach and the 250 others try to avoid exerting any effort. They resort to a shortcut by trying to immediately oust the leadership and expect the problems would simply disappear. Yet I think in any of these situations, we know the issues, of course, persist. Now, the only way to overcome that situation would have been to take the time to sit down and to work through them together. Too many times, people make promises of quick fixes, immediate returns, fast results, or minimal work for maximum impact. While this might sound enticing, these guarantees are most certainly hollow. For whether seeking to accomplish a personal goal, such as maybe getting in shape, meeting new people, or volunteering, or to achieve community change like redoing a school system, recovering economically, or increasing a city's talent pool, there are no simple solutions. To gain the results we want, it takes hard work. It takes patience. So we need to go out and to research what we're seeking to do. We need to surround ourselves with the people who encourage us and challenge us. And when stuck, we cannot be afraid to ask for help and to listen to those seeking and available to aid us. So when we take those necessary steps, the seemingly miraculous, maybe like losing weight, running a marathon, providing quality education, and the Texas skip become pretty easy to achieve. Shabbat Shalom.